This is the grid that the Bombers call home.
You're throwing the tee in the ground. If your hand's not shaking, there's something wrong.
I'm in my element, it's evident that there's levels to the game. I'm in my element, flow is like water, I'm forced to the fire, I'm feeling like gold. Gotta stay grounded, stay down to earth, following God, and you grinding, you do as you told. I don't work to make you like me, but I'm front and center, word to Spike Lee. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Atlanta for the 2023 World Lawn Drive World Championships. Bobby Bradley along with Alexis Belton.
It has already been an exciting day. We've seen people, 398. We've also seen a lot of OB sets.
Oh, last set, that was tough. That was a tough one for the boys. They a lot of OB sets, but there wasn't really any upsets at all in that last one. But the good thing is, if you made the final 8, you can just hit that reset button. But the guy that Sam Judah, I was impressed with. I mean, he literally is not even the same hitter.
He looks so good.
He's smoothing it with a draw at like 209, 210. And he got in easily. Mr. Berkshire struggled slightly, hitting 5 out of 30 balls in play, but the balls that he did in play ended up winning 3 of his sets. But yeah, the beauty of this is not like regular golf or like any other type of tournament or game. They did the reset button.
Yeah, they did.
Get start all over again on
Friday.
Friday.
And they get a day to rest.
Yep, absolutely.
Which is quite nice.
So Zach Colton, one of the favorites to win this tournament, is in slot number 1 at 220, a guy that you're going to see around 218, 220 all tournament. And he hits it dead straight.
Yeah, he's been so consistent all year. Mm-hmm. He's someone you're definitely going to see coming up in the finals.
Yeah. Slot number 1, Zach Colton, working on a number here on ball number 2.
He's got 39% season accuracy when the season average is at 33%.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. You know what mine was last year?
62.
Ah, close. 62.7.
I knew it.
You're off.
I'm going to go with 80, but.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't trying on the ones that I went OB.
Yeah.
Zach Colton still without a number in ball number 2. It looks like he's aiming out right now. So, you saw that a couple times where you said guys would aim out right, and then they would hit that pull. They would come over the top of it and pull it out left. So, definitely a lot of nerves here. We are at the World Championships. Henry Woodman, boom, 363. Looks like he's going to take down the set. Zach Duggan, 356. Jeff Brumley without a mark. Still working on Zach Colton's second ball.
Henry all the way from England. He's also part of that group.
So I feel like there's a drum roll. We're waiting on ball number 2 from Zach Colton. He didn't seem very, very happy, on that 6th ball. Got Matt Nicole.
I'm loving his outfit.
Yeah, Matt Nicole has had some injuries. 292. You know what? That's 50 points.
You take it.
Take your 50
we've
points.
Seen that points matter so much.
Oh, yeah.
Last group.
Yeah. Oh, the craziest one so far was Scotty Pearman. I mean, he hits the second longest drive of the entire tournament until winter,
right.
The afternoon set. And he went up against James Tate, who hit the longest drive at 383.
Just tit for tat.
That 100 points cost Scotty Pearman
the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. So Scotty Pearman unfortunately didn't make it, and because he had two really good sets too, and just some bad luck. But
yeah, he's had an incredible
year. Holden's got 50
year.
points. Yep.
And you'll see him next year in a great position here at Worlds for sure.
All right, we got Matty Bombs in slot number 4. It looks very similar to Matt Nicole as well. Matt Nichols, Matt Nicole, Brian Kelly, Jeremy Nowak. So the funny thing is when Mike Ambrose gave me the buzz, like, hey, do you want to hit? I just said, you know what, I just don't want to be in Brian Kelly's group because Brian, he's going to hit 20 out of 30 in play because we do have those performance bonuses as well. You can literally come in dead last, and still make,
hey, I got to do what I got to do.
$200. I think it's like a couple $100 for the longest drive, and then you have the most balls in play, and then you have the longest set. But BK a guy that when he does settle in, hits a ton of balls in play in slot number 2. So, but yeah, you can see it. The nerves are there. Jeremy Nowak in slot number 1, the swing man.
He's had a good year as well.
Former pro baseball player in the Orioles organization. Hits a lot of home runs left-handed and right-handed. Great follow on YouTube, Instagram, all the social platforms.
He is all the way from Buffalo, New York.
Yep. Nice. He moved last year. He's down in the Carolinas now, so he gets to go and work out at the One Stop Power Shop a bunch. And he said he gets to practice, hitting baseballs left-handed, right-handed. So that no-walk step that he is known for, well, it's his last name. I mean, he has perfected it.
A true athlete.
So, yeah, Matty Bombs realized that it's probably not the best idea in the world to wear a shirt that says Matty Bombs on it in an airport, so he did get questioned. Even though it's a beautiful-looking shirt. He did.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I like this. The hat looks good.
I do.
I have to say that.
It's pretty funny.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. He got questioned.
Yeah.
So, but dressed to
Definitely
impress.
Can't do that.
Don't know what time it is in Aussie land out there, but I'm guessing it's probably right around 5 in the morning. It's probably pretty early. But I wouldn't be surprised if you have half of Australia watching this right now. So,
yeah, the Aussie guys come out strong.
Great dudes.
All right.
Matt Nicole, 4
Taking
for 6
the
in
lead.
play. The former European Long Drive Player of the Year takes down the set at 367 yards. We'll be back right after this. We're live in Atlanta.
Introducing the new Bridgestone E9 Long Drive. Co-designed by world long drive athletes to push the limits of distance. Thanks to extreme ball speed and superior aerodynamic flight. Engineered for you to hit your longest drive. Drive the new E9 Long Drive. Extreme distance for your game.
Perfect Hands Golf is the world's first ever swing and strength trainer that focuses on every single component of the golf swing simultaneously, resulting in repetitive, on-plane golf swings every single time without restricting the golfer's natural range of motion. This allows golfers of any skill level to quickly capture the feeling of a tour player level swing without sacrificing the speed and distance we all crave. To feel a higher level of body connectivity resulting in longer and straighter shots, come try PHG this weekend on site at WLD Championship or visit perfecthandsgolf.com.
Incredible. What a read.
Bobby, that was incredible.
Oh, yeah, that was a read.
You should be a vocalist.
Yeah, I tried to come with a New York accent.
It sounded strong.
For the graduation
Yeah,
from
these
Harvard.
guys are actually here right on the right side of the stage. Go check out Perfect Hands.
All right, so Cody Billinghurst in slot number 1, the pride of Canada. Jake Hignite with the best stash in the game.
The best.
That Fu Manchu is legendary.
Oh, my gosh. It looks so good.
Ooh, I like that. Hey, it was a miss hit, but you know what? I like that 210. 210 ball there, Paul Kewen.
I think he would rally to see he has one of the best. What do you call that hairstyle?
What, a mullet?
A mullet.
Yeah,
I'd say he would say he has one of the best mullets.
All right. We have a number on the board. I'd say Billinghurst looks good here in slot number 1. Just the way he's setting up. He looks like he's ready to get after it.
He does. Really strong stance there. I mean, he straightens that up. That's gone.
So Kyoto's the only one right now with the number on the board at 341.
Paul
And I believe we saw him. I saw him in. He was in Connecticut. Let's take a peek. I think he was in Connecticut. Did pretty well, especially the first set.
Cody?
No. Kyoto. So let me see here. And we put. This is Mr. De Leon. This was group number 3.
Yeah, he competed in Mesquite 2.
Okay.
World ranked at 133 right now. Qualified through Japanese qualifier.
Nice.
Also competed in 2022 World Championships.
391 from Cody Billinghurst.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Moving at 221.8. Enjoyed watching Cody being an amateur last year at Hope Sound, going like 218 ball speed. You know, it's pretty fast for. It's pretty fast for an amateur.
I mean, he's just such a strong hitter.
Oh yeah.
Like when I think of Cody, I think of stability.
Yep.
And
I think he's from Canada, and I think
he
Tim
drinks.
Hortons.
Yeah, Tim Hortons.
It's not fair. It's an unfair advantage.
He's also above
They should
average
be testing for Tim Hortons here.
It really
They should be. They really should be.
He's above season average for accuracy. And he only needed one shot.
We are now in the chat room here on YouTube, 247 on hand right now. Look at Jack Smith in the back, looking very calm, cool, and collected.
All the beautiful faces coming to watch World Long Drive Championships. We're just getting started. It's Wednesday. We've got many days to come. Tomorrow, the seniors will be hitting Crown a Champion there for the senior division. Got to see Eddie Fernandez on the range, as well as we got to watch Jeff Gavin hit earlier today.
Yeah, Gavin. I think Gavin advanced. I think we've had a lot of golf balls hit already this morning. We have one more set after this.
All right, I'm really going to be looking at Jim here from Thailand. I got to meet him yesterday, 21. Guess what he's eaten the most since being here in the States? He's had this every day.
Here?
Here.
I mean, is Bojangles here? No?
Body Bobo Jangles is not here.
No, it's not?
It might be. I don't know.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay,
every
whatever.
day
I was close.
He's had Chick-fil-A, and he's in love with it.
Yeah, I was stuck. You know, I was trying to think because Popeyes is Louisiana. Bojangles is. I thought Bojangles is like Georgia.
I think so.
Where's its presence?
I don't
Like,
know.
is
I
it
know
South
it's in
Carolina, North Carolina?
is for sure.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. That was dumb. I had to really think about it. You know, Chick-fil-A. I one of the funniest stories I ever heard was like one of the owners of Chick-fil-A walks into like this car dealership, and was just like dressed like in a t-shirt and jeans. And, like, no one went up and talked to him, and then some, like rookie walks up and is like, hey, what's going on? He's like, yeah, I need 50 town cars, you know, and on a commission-based business, the kid sold 50 cars.
That's incredible.
You know? Yeah.
The original Chick-fil-A is right by the airport in Hapeville.
Really?
I used to live in Hapeville. Love it. It's called the Dwarf House.
Okay.
And they have, like, the original menu, which is, like, collard greens. They've got a burger, like, fried okra. And it's good.
We're going. Lucas Weichel with the ball on his second one. That looks like it was in play. Seb Twiddell in slot number 1, who ended up winning Volume 2 in Mesquite.
Yeah, looked really strong in Mesquite. Mesquite was definitely that turnover from him being able to kind of be composed and also harness his power.
I like his lines right here. It looks like he's just square to the target. Obviously, that one was a miss hit. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. It was on Casey Steed. But, yeah, Seb just slightly popped this one up. This would have been a home run at a baseball field, though. Still would have been a home run.
A derby. And the wind's going downwind now. Kind of shifted a little bit. Still left to right a hair.
Yeah. Casey Steed ran really deep in the amateur division tournament. A kid that's going to put a lot of balls in play, has good ball flight.
So Jim from Thailand literally went to PGA Superstore the other day to find. They thought that they were going to be like club representatives here. Obviously, that's not yet. We used to have that, but so he went to PGA Superstore and bought a club head off the rack.
That's funny. So we're going to listen to Seamus on the next one, but Scuncharon Rat. Scuncharon Rat. Please tell us if we're right or we're anywhere in between it. Say yes, Scuncharon Rat. Jim.
Ooh, I like this one by Seb Twiddell on
Yes.
his final ball.
Yeah, Seb's fourth ball was up in the high two teens. So he looks good. He looks. I just like the lines. I like his setup
Oh, wow,
there.
that's OB too.
There was a couple guys that like you could just really tell on the camera that they were like aiming OB right, like way right. So.
All right, we're going to be back right after this break.
...2019 to now, how have you improved? What have you been working on training to get to where we are today?
So, I mean, I have the most unique swing in the score. It is such a different angle. So it wasn't only just learning how to make the ball go far, it was a lot of learning about how I can maximize my movements. And I was very committed to doing my step swing from the start. That's what kind of broke me in the social media part of it. So that's what I committed. It's fun for me to have my own style.
Two great people right there, Troy Mullins and the swing man himself, Jeremy Nowak. Nowak, my apologies. And we're about to see him do his signature right here.
Yep. So Jim's doubling up. Scruncharon Rat. I got it. Scruncharon Rat. Say it 10 times over. And it's not even a tongue twister. Just the like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Just imagine trying to say Giannis Antetokounmpo the first 100 times. But now it's, MVP, has a, he's got a ring, a title, and he's got Dame Dollar now, Damian Lillard.
Right? How crazy is
The
that?
team's loaded. It really is. They
And
got to be
they're
the favorites
like
going into it.
preseason playing like it's midseason.
Yeah. So I remember, was it Vrada Nirapath Pongporn? Couldn't say that either. But now, like, Scruncharon Rat.
It's really
Kiradeki
impressive.
Happy Barn Rat. Easy.
Easy.
So we just want to make sure that we're saying it right. But anyways, we're just going to call him Jim from Thailand because that's what he asked.
That is
You know
what
what?
he asked.
He asked and he shall receive. But I want to make sure that I get his name right eventually. So.
And he's in the third slot this time. Look at the fans. I'm telling you, it's Wednesday, midday Wednesday. I don't know if any of these people have a job, but their job right now is watching World Long Drive like it should be everybody else's.
Absolutely.
VIP section filling out.
Hignite going to try to find the strike zone here. He was 0 for his first 6 balls to start off the tournament. Looks like his first ball is in play. Jeremy Nowak in slot 2. Jim from Thailand. And 3, Hignite with a 365 rocket. Jeff Rumley went OB as well. But I don't know if that's necessarily a mullet that Hignite has, but that's a Fu Manchu.
It looks
That
good.
is a Fu Manchu, and that's a good one.
The whole fit. I mean, I'm
Yep.
impressed. I mean,
Athlete.
he's always got style, but
Yep.
he brought
Absolutely.
his best. Another shout out to Bridgestone Balls,
Yep.
located right here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. They got a hole-in-one on a par 4 with that yellow ball that we're looking at from Jeremy Nowak. Granted, it was in an exhibition. It was like my 40th ball, but whatever. It went in the hole. Here it is. Seamus Powers. Okay. We're just going to give it. Yeah, I got it. Jim from Thailand. We're going to just stick with Jim. It's funny how the art, I got to roll it like an L, and me living in South Florida, you figured I would be able to speak Spanish. I mean, half the community down there speaks Spanish, and I can't still roll the L's.
Yeah.
Roberto. I can do the R.
What's a roll of a L?
I don't know. I just tried to do the R's.
Letter-
Roberto. I have no idea. Do we have any
Letter-
Spanish-speaking
Not gonna
competitors
try.
here that can help us out?
Not gonna
You know,
try, but
yeah.
right now, Jake Hignite.
Tortilla.
Oh, Jeremy taking the lead by 1 yard right now, 366.
Bromley still struggling here. He's 0 for his first 11. And Jeff's got a ton of speed, too. When he center punches it,
Yeah,
occasionally you'll see like 212, 213, 214. He's got some heat.
I want him to set his hands at the top.
Yeah. Another guy that looked good, Will Hogue. Will was just cruising at like 210. He wasn't really going after it. There we go. There we go. Brumley, a 209 bullet. This was similar to like Wes Patterson's profile shot that Wes went 370 in earlier in the day. It's warmer too. I like that shot from Jeff Brumley.
370 over under.
I'm going to say 363.
Ooh, that's a good number.
363. Maybe more. I don't know. Because he's going up against that hill down that left side. Just depends on where it landed on the left side. If it comes past 370, I wouldn't be surprised either. I would say 363. The one thing that we don't have right now is height. But we kind of have a good idea based off of the flight scope tracer of where they're going, as far as height goes. We did have a couple of those hook fades. 366. All
okay.
right.
Right there in the middle.
In and around. So, yeah. Jeremy Nowak will take down the set. He will have 250 points after 2 sets. Brumley on the board with 100. So 1 for 12, but big ball there on his last golf ball. Give him 100 instead of 0. Jim, 351. Oh, so if the R is the L, it's Skonsharonrat.
Let it go.
Someone please help me out here. Don't we need my Daisha Teapot here?
We do.
And that was the other one, like her. Like, I mean, the first time I tried saying his name.
It was great
gives
to
us,
learn,
Elon
too,
sitting here. We don't want to show his face.
Up. But
he gives us all of this.
I think we call him by the name that he's asked.
Boss.
Jim
Boss sends us all the info that we need to succeed.
Who's
and he
21.
And he kindly said, hey, listen, I don't want you to spend a bunch of time per day on it, but 10 to 12 hours a day going through all of the statistics so you're prepared.
Ever since Tennessee, we've been having Zoom calls 5 a.m. in the morning,
Absolutely.
going over all the notes, but yeah.
I'm doing it while I'm on the Peloton. Brian Kelly, Cody Billinghurst, Henry Woodman, Casey Steed.
Cody looking really strong. Yeah, he's aimed. Oh, doesn't matter because he liked that one.
Ooh, Billinghurst, 218 with a nice little high little draw there. Good ball, 2,000 spin. Cody Billinghurst in slot number 2 is off to a very, very nice start. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 400-yard drive right now. It's warm enough. Oh! There you go. Called it.
Look at that.
I just want to thank Wilmington Half School for my education.
400 on the dot.
Yep. Called it. But yeah, that's people asked, can we go 400 on this grid? Just happened. Cody Billinghurst. And it is at least 25 degrees warmer right now than it was at 8:30 this morning.
Woo! We're getting yells. We're getting screams. We're getting woes out there. The crowd is starting to become very electrifying, responding to these shots because Cody's putting on a show.
Henry Woodman at 392. Hello. Let's take a peek at Mr. Woodman in slot number 3. He looks very tall. Kid's got great hair. And he's got muscles. There we go. He's got better hair and more muscles than Bobby Ray. The old high cut. Look at that. He's putting up some big numbers here. Let's take a peek. Let's give Henry a little shout out here. Let's do a little bio on old Henry.
Oh yeah, Henry from England.
Yep.
Where is Henry's bio?
Cody Billinghurst has it improved by a yard. So it's 401. Yep, so Brian Kelly is the most accurate so far this year. 52% season average being 33% in play. 52% is pretty darn good. So, but BK starting to settle in. You know, he's got a couple balls in play. And right now, like, you know, a lot of these guys, like, you can tell that Brian's hitting a setup that's like the 21 high. It's going to be a lot more difficult to keep balls in play, but, you know, he wants to gain a little bit more speed. Because I've hit the LD 30 plus, I've hit the LD 20. I mean, those are extremely stable shafts from Patterson that hit a lot of balls in play, and I've hit the 19 high, and that one's stable as well. Just that softer setup. If you hit the D10 or you hit the 21 high, you got to be on it. I mean, you really truly got to be on it, because you're off a little bit. It's hard to. I don't care how accurate you are. It's hard to keep it in play, but. We have our first 400-yard drive in Hot Atlanta at 4:01 from Cody Billinghurst. We'll be back right after this.
Get social with World Long Drive. Follow the longest hitters in the world on tour with exclusive behind-the-scenes content on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Watch every World Long Drive event on YouTube. Follow us at World Long Drive. This is Golf in Full Throttle.
Golf in full throttle here in Atlanta, Georgia at Bobby Jones Golf Course. It has been a day so far. Right now, we are on group number 4. One more group to go. And we've got
Zach Duggan, Seb Twiddell, Matty Nichols, Paul Kewen. Seb, nice ball here. A little bit of a miss hit for him, but 208 right down the middle. Got a ball in play. He looks nice and composed. We talked about his first win of the season. He stayed within himself the entire tournament, and he put on a heck of a show, and he showed maturity. This is essentially his rookie year.
Yeah.
Granted, he did compete last year at the World Championship, so this was his first full season as a professional, and he's done a heck of a job. Put himself in contention to win on television in Kingsport, Tennessee, and ended up losing to Kyle in the semifinal by a yard. So
I like Matty Baum's move here. He's kind of got a Harold Varner, not as exaggerated, but that back foot kind of slides forward, making sure that weight is all the way forward.
Yeah.
That's a good ball by Seb Twiddell. Another one.
Yeah, he looks great. He really does. I like the lines right now. And
is he based out of Florida right now?
He is. He's down in Miami, Dade County, or Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. So right now it looks like he's actually making a little bit of adjustment with his feet where he's aiming out little right, not a lot, and just hits like a little pull. This ball's ripped. 211. Like I said, I looked at the ball flight first. That looked great.
Slightly off the face, maybe a little.
Missed it just a tad, but I like that profile there from Seb. He looks great right now. He really, truly does. Matty bombs with a 373 ball. Seb in and around 370 this entire set. What I like right now is his dispersion. It's tight, Seb Twiddell's, and he's hitting balls in play. 3 out of 5 so far.
All right, I see a lot of people with the tornado tee. Does that add a couple of yards?
Absolutely.
He doesn't like that one, but it's still.
Yeah, a little pull cut here from Zach Duggan. See if that last ball stayed in play, because his speeds are down. But you know what? What I liked about Zach's last ball, I was gonna say, I like the profile of his last ball, but that was right on that line where the hill is. So if he goes a couple yards to the right of that, he might be able to hit a downslope and run. Because if you look at the ball speeds here, it's completely different compared to Seb and what have you. He's down in like the lower 200s, but if you can hit that little cut down that left side in slot number 1 where it rides off the side of the hill, you're going to get some decent rollouts. So you had a 369 and a 370. So guys that are a little bit slower, you're going to have to be a lot more methodical in how you want to go approach this, because we are in a golf hole. This is not a grid. There's hills, and I said in one of the promos way back in the day, there's waters out there. There's waters. Or lake. It was a lake, but
there's a lake out there on this course.
Yeah.
It's about 600 yards from here.
Oh, yeah.
reachable.
Someone's going to hit it 600 yards one day.
There's a creek out here, too.
Yeah.
And that's about
Someone found the water a couple times
20
today.
yards.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy right in front. I mean, that's a putting green.
Seb Twiddell with 2 wins. He's at 400 points, and so does Cody Billinghurst. We still have one more group to go. We got Matt Nicole here in slot number 4.
Looking good heading into that final round.
Matt is a really, really good hitter, and last year he ended up breaking his arm about a month before the World Championships. So
based out of San Diego, right?
San Diego. Well, yeah, he's out in the UK, but yeah, he's in San Diego.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I need to do a better job of shaving. I missed, and I didn't shave in the last 5 days, so I forgot that I was going to be on TV today.
It looks
We're
good.
so famous.
It still looks good.
We're so famous.
I like that. That's a great ball coming out the gate for Lucas Weichel.
All right, Zach Colton, very similar to Kyle. Just settle down, tranquilo. There you go. The Dell rolling, tranquilo. All right, I know I didn't say it right, but Zach's just slow everything down here. It does look like he's aiming out right. You know, when we talked about lines, you know, Seb looks great. He looks, you know, perfectly in line. And we're going to look at Matt Nicole, who, you know, I believe will hit a lot of balls in play as well. But
yeah,
you know, we're seeing a lot of OB sets right now. These guys are nervous.
Zach Holton's a great example of this, but it is. I already know someone's going to hit it well when they look strong from the ground up.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that look strong, you know, arms-wise, but that stability is getting a lot of balls out there, 380, 400 yards.
Yep.
That's
Kyoto Koido,
great one by
he's
Matt.
got some good speed here, too. Slot number 3 from Japan. He's like, I've seen some 143s. It's just missing the face just a tad. And it's funny that you say he's literally, is that a sim driver? Is he hitting a sim? It looks like it.
Yeah, older one, right?
Like this ball from Matt Nicole. Just depends on if he kept it inside that left hash down the left side. And if he did, that one's going to be a decent ball. Probably in the mid-60s. Wouldn't be surprised. 55. It's a number. So, and the problem with buying a driver off the racket, like, you got to worry about loft. You know, so, like, you look at it, he spun it at 3,000. You know, so slot number 3. Boom.
All right, final balls here.
Look at that.
I mean, he's slinging it.
The problem with Cueto right now is that he's hitting probably a high lofted club. He's got great club speed. He's just got too much loft and he's spinning it and hitting it really high. It looks like Zach Holton might have got that last ball in play. So you heard a cheer from the crowd. And like I said, if Zach hits one in play, it's going to be farther than 350. I was going to say 355. He did. He hit a 356. But said Zach off to a slow start. But you know what?
Doesn't matter.
He's got 200 points after 2 sets. That was a huge ball for him there, too. All right, so Zach Holton at 356 takes down the set after 2 sets. Cody Billinghurst, Seb Twiddell, Henry Woodman, Jerry Nowak are your top 4 so far.
At every stop in the World Long Drive Tour, we'll follow a different athlete at the grid. In LaSalle, Colorado, it was Seb Twiddell, a 22-year-old rookie coming off of his first event win in Mesquite Volume 2.
Yeah, I think every year World Long Drive has a really special person that's introduced to the game from anywhere around the world, and Seb has been that person this year.
He's obviously a freak of nature. Was he about 6'6", 260?
His legs come up to my head, so that's an obvious advantage in the long drive game when you're 7'2".
He's put on a ton of weight, you know, 30, 40 pounds over the last year. He's a freak, and freaks are good for our sport because it gets people to come out and watch.
He has a very high intelligence when it comes to athleticism. He's able to learn quickly, and we've been able to see that over this year from him going to a very fresh rookie, and now he kind of looks like a veteran.
If Seb figures it out and if Seb continues to perform like he has been, it kind of narrows the field down to only a number of guys who can win. So selfishly, I kind of want Seb to go back to his old ways, because if he's like this, he's tough to beat.
I said he's going to be probably pretty good, and then he hit like 240 or something, and then he beat me. So we're not friends. About it.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Justin James is hilarious. He is an introvert on the long drive grid, but an extrovert when you talk to him, in private and what have you. Funny guy, great personality, has a great delivery. We will be seeing him later. So JJ, one of the favorites to win this, will be hitting here shortly. Jeff Brumley finally has a ball on the board at 311. Matty Bombs, 362. Cody Billinghurst, 349. Lucas Weichel.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone stop to tie their shoe. That was kind of impressive.
Well, when you have a 6-year-old son that doesn't want to learn how to tie his shoe, you just buy those Velcros. And speaking of complex last name, it's the Giannis Antetokounmpo that he has. My son. Just slap the Velcro on him, The whole high tops. Taking a peek at Billinghurst right now.
Yeah, I want another
220. He looks good. He really does. Strong kid. And this golf ball reacts really well to those numbers, too. 218, 220.
We've seen that to be pretty consistent all year.
Yep. So the longest drive so far of the tournament is from Cody Billinghurst at 401.
All the way from Canada.
Oh, yeah.
So many Canadians represented. Even in the women's division, we've got Kelly Redney, Sarah, a couple other girls.
Start you, Gabby. My family's French-Canadian. My mom's side. Berthium.
Louisiana Creole, so essentially all cut from the same fabric.
I love it. I put Creole seasoning and crystal sauce on all my food, even my peanut butter and jellies.
Tony Sachery's, that's where it's at.
Yep.
Cody Billinghurst, that was a
yeah,
big
ball number 5 was decent. He did take up a lot of movement right to left. Let's see. I mean, you're looking at the flags right now. They're in the face. He's kind of fighting a crosswind right now. 358. Yep. So the cut's going to work. I mean, this would definitely benefit guys like Zach Holton right now with this wind.
And it is a little wind into right now.
Yeah.
More so of that type of wind that can knock the ball down midair.
Well, if it's coming out of the north, that means one thing. It's going to be cold. We don't like cold. Cold's no fun. Billinghurst, 223 ball speed. He is settled into this tournament. He will take second place in this, and he will have 500 points. So you will see Cody Billinghurst in the round of 64.
He's moving on. We'll see him Friday. Look, this whole place is going to be packed come Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's exciting to already see the VIP area have a lot of buzz. It's really cool. There's an amazing community that lives, all around. So people walk to this course to play all the time, even though they might be members at like a Ansley or a Cherokee or even way out beyond. But yeah, we're going to have people from the city walking here and people from outside the perimeter driving in.
There's some big old houses. You drive about 2 miles north of here. There's some monstrosities.
Heading to Buckhead.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was 2 miles. Like we just.
No, it's right there.
It's right here. Like
it's a walking, maybe 2 miles walking distance.
Yep.
There he is.
Seb Twiddell.
Rookie.
2 wins.
Oh, he's got
2 wins to start off the tournament.
He's got a mix of clubs. He's got some Callaways and he's also got some Cobras.
Well, whatever he's doing right now is working, so wouldn't change too much. Important set right now. You get 2 wins right away. You go into the third set. You take a second or a first, and then you can start making some modifications and trying different setups. But right now, go with what works. What's working. I wouldn't change anything right now if I was Seb. He looks nice and composed. Matt Nicole in slot number 1. Henry Woodman, who's got some good ball speed. I mean, Woodman ended up he's hitting those big old like Kevin Blankhorn turbo cuts. Now that's a turbo cut right there. Those high cuts, similar to what Seb was doing when he first got into this, and Sam Judah. But I'm liking Henry. Now the question is that can he cut that down about half?
Just
a lot of movement right to left. He might be able to hit some balls in play. The good thing right now is that the wind is coming from the north, so it is a left to right wind, so he can ride that wind out. But he is definitely taking up a little bit too much movement.
Yeah,
this ball's perfect for Matt Nicole.
One thing I would say is right now he doesn't have to worry too much about it as long as he's getting balls in play. It's something to fool around with come tomorrow on the range and prepare for on Friday, is cutting that movement down.
Jake Hignite hit a nice ball down that right side. He hit a big old draw. It looked good, though, 358. So, yeah, fighting that crosswind a little bit. I like Matt Nicole's third ball. It was dead straight. 211. There you go, 372.
Oh.
We talked to Owen Meads. It's like, what ball do you hit? He's like, straight. I like straight.
Yeah.
Straight works.
Some wisdom that comes with that.
Yeah.
Hignite trying to see if that one holds on. I mean, it's crazy how fast the wind can shift and make a difference on the yardages.
Yep. So now we're looking at the wind, and it just shifted. The wind is now going right to left. Yep. Huh. That shifted within like 2 minutes. It was a north. Now it's a south wind. So the sweep and hook from Jake Hignite might help out. That's a lot of movement right to left, but it went from being a cut 2 or 3 minutes ago to now it's a draw. So
here we go. Final balls here. A little high there.
Currently, Twiddell and Hignite would chop up 75 points. So if nothing improves with them, they would have 37.5 points going in to the fourth set. With Seb would be at 437.5. Matt Nicole's going to have 500 points, so he will be in. So I can say Cody Billinghurst and Matt Nicole will be in the round of 64. And Matty Nichols looks good right now at 400 points after 3 sets.
And we'll go to break.
This is the grid that the Bombers call home.
It all comes down to this. The top long drivers in the world will go head-to-head in Atlanta until the champion is crowned. Tune in to Golf Channel, October 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern to catch the heart-pumping action. Tickets to watch live are available now at worldlongdrive.com.
Doesn't that make you just want to run? With a lot of force, nowhere. Definitely a great little hype video there.
Oh, yeah. So 8 o'clock. All right. I will be on a plane. I will be on a plane at 8 o'clock. So.
On what day?
On Sunday. Yeah. We could do magic with television.
It's incredible. We're gonna be.
It's gonna be light out at 8 o'clock at night.
Live.
We're just gonna let the sun just like, hey, you guys just hang out. You hang
stay,
out like it's
right
2
there.
o'clock. Why don't you
right
stay there like it's 2 o'clock?
Paul Kean putting one into the grid for his first shot.
Yep.
But Zach Holton.
There we go.
Big one right there down the middle.
As you would call him, Hulk Holton with the ball in play. He needed it too because he scared himself there. 0 for his first 11.
This is gonna be a big one. I love that little practice move he did there. Here, let's see it. Yep.
There we go. I mean, it's OB left, but you know what? I like
okay.
that. It's
Centered.
more straight. Yeah, he hit that ball well. So 72 from Holton. We got BK in slot number 4. Jim from Thailand.
Yeah. Zach's coming up on close on something really, really good here. Just got to move that centered. Jim, consistency within the grid.
Kelly with a nice ball right down the right side of the grid here. Jim's putting on a little clinic, putting some balls in play.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little too much movement from Zach Holton, right to left.
A tad bit.
Just said,
I don't even need him to straighten it out. I just need him to start it out a little bit more right.
the good thing is he's fast. He's really talented, and because he's fast, he can get away with a lot. Especially early on in the tournament. It's going to give him plenty of time to make adjustments. You're looking at his feet right now. Granted, the camera might not be directly behind him, but it does look like he's aiming way out.
That's what I wanted to see him start it a little bit further to the right side. Let it fall in right down the middle. If he catches that downslope on that right-hand side,
this one's going to be in the
rolling.
390s. This could possibly be 400 from Zach Holden, I think. The wind is dead right now. There is no wind at all, like none. It might be less than that.
I mean, it's
371.
tickling a little bit down, but
yeah, the wind died immediately. Like the flags aren't even moving. You can see them now. I mean, just take a peek at the flags on the right that are over on that, that bridge. There's not really any movement. Casey Steed, Kyoto Koido, Jeremy Nowak, Zach Duggan. We're going to get Marty Borgie 240 in the booth. Mr. Burger 5, Mr. Borgmeyer, the Germinator. He's got like 17 nicknames. And 2022 World Champion. He will be hitting tomorrow in round number 1. But Martin, his training has been... he's been preparing the last month just for, this moment here. And he'll talk about it.
I'll say one thing. If you want to see a show, make sure to tune in early this morning, or early tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah. Entering the building at 6'4", 235 pounds from Munich, Germany, the 2022 World Long Drive World Champion, Martin Borgmeyer.
I'll say... Yeah, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the building from Munich,
Seamus
Germany,
is actually gonna
the
say
Germinator.
Exactly that. I think one thing that's really cool about you, Martin, and growing the sport is that you've done so on an international level as well. We've got a lot of guys over here coming from the UK. We got to talk with Owen Meads. Who else did we have in here? We had Owen.
James
we
Tate.
had James Tate. What's it like being both of your worlds colliding here?
Well, I mean, it's actually not two worlds. Long drive is an international sport. It's super U.S. centric, obviously, but what I've seen over there, especially a couple weeks ago when they had the European Championships, is really impressive. And I truly believe some of these guys can win out here.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, we've seen it before, right? Joe Miller won in 2010.
Martin Borgmeyer.
2016. I was about to go through the years, right? And then 2022, I won it. And, well, with James Tate, James Brosnan looked great today.
Yes, he did.
In total control. And there's a few more hitting. So I don't see really worlds collide. It's, it's the same sport, just on different continents.
I think one thing that, Henry Woodman's been fantastic as well. I think one thing that I really miss in 2019, I felt like we got to experience what this world's like, what we're experiencing today throughout the entire year. Like James Tate, everyone was there. And I know 2020 kind of knocked things off just a little bit, but it's really cool to see that everyone's able to kind of perform again on the same stage, event after event. Hopefully this will be something that will go on for next year, right?
And over the next couple of years, I hope.
Yeah.
Because I have some stuff in the making for next year as well.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to happen overseas. So with all this and with the name itself, right, World Long Drive, I believe we have to bring this on an international level. Not only in terms of players, but also in terms of events.
Venues, yeah.
Exactly, because it's not called U.S. Long Drive or North American Long Drive, right? It's a World Long Drive. So I do not only see Europe, I see Asia, I see South Africa, a lot of
Zimbabwe,
athletes from South Africa, Zimbabwe.
Australia.
And I believe there's a lot of good grids out there. So, just got to grow this a little more, and then over the next couple of years, let's make it an international sport.
I'm ready to see grids we haven't even thought about yet that are out there. How's it been? How long have you been in Atlanta?
I came in Friday, and, just trying to get used to the time zone, because the last time I was over here was 4 weeks ago. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You went back home?
Yeah, I went back home. So I was going back and forth on a higher frequency, actually.
Man,
but
you literally put Bobby to
cry.
tears.
You made me cry, man.
With the vision of where we're going with World
That was
Long
my
Drive.
second June bug I've swallowed today.
Wow.
Like mid-sentence, just
He's like
bang.
proteined up.
And they're like,
now.
"You okay?" I'm just whatever. When you sit
Better
here
than
for like
protein
8
shakes.
hours, something's gonna happen. Like I inhaled air or something, and it got me. Got me on the plane yesterday too.
So with you guys and girls watching the show so far, what do you think of this grid? Because for us athletes, it's completely new, right?
It
Yeah,
is.
I was gonna ask
I
you
like
about
it
that.
though. I kind of
love
like it.
I got to help kind of set it up, and I play out here all the time. It's really cool, the look of it, but then also, how do you guys feel hitting on it? I mean, have you had an opportunity to?
I mean, I
walk
haven't hit
it?
yet, so I'll find out tomorrow. But just watching for the last couple hours, I have a feeling the right side is a little hotter, the left side is a little elevated. But it suits my eye so amazing. Like with that house in the back, and all these different poles and whatnot to aim at. Like I love the tree on the right. There's so much going on that I'm looking forward to hitting tomorrow.
I mean, Zuback wrote in. I mean, obviously, the most fair playing field would be like a turf farm or the polo fields or what have you. But Jason's like, I liked hitting on a golf hole. You can get a lot more creative. And and I'm walking down the grid, and I'm actually talking to Jay-Z yesterday, and I'm like, oh, this sets up perfect for Martin, JJ and Kyle. Like, I mean, you guys are ones that can put up 225 ball speed and hit nice tight draws, and I think it's not like a soup bowl per se, but you hit that down that right side with a little bit of a draw, that thing's going to go.
And I mean, what's really fair, right? Speaking fair, then you catch a gust of wind, whatever it might be. There's just so many factors to it that, there's no real fair in sports,
right.
And especially in long drive. When you consistently hit your best ball down the right side and you get enough chances for good bounces, the best guy is going to win it. So,
that's
that's all you can do.
Chance. We were talking about earlier.
Yeah, what was
one
the
of
worst
the craziest thing I asked him, what's the craziest thing he's ever seen in a championship, and he said, what was that?
It was
fine.
We hit 8 guys. Like, we had 2 sets of 4 hitters, and they took the top 4 guys out of the 8 hitters. Well, the first group was like Landon Gentry, Kyle Blakely, and a couple other guys. They all went 400, and the guys that came in right after that, they went 360. So they all got eliminated because the wind shifted.
Storm.
Then the next group, it was Mike Dobbin, Trevor Kinsavage, a couple guys, and Trevor won with a 20 golf ball, and then Mike broke like 50 drivers, for his knee, like the infamous. But
So
yeah,
you never know.
The conditions always change. But like this format can't be any more fair. And for me, and I've mentioned it a couple times, I love the fact that you guys are doing it round robin in the round of 16.
I agree.
It's so much fun to announce. There's so much. It's intense. And I don't want to see Martin Borgmeyer face Kyle or Justin James in the round of 16. You might face each other in the round of 8, but the best hitters are going to be there at the end of the day. And I'm pretty positive you're going to be there. I picked you to win it.
Did you actually?
I did.
Oh, Bobby. You did it again.
I did it.
He did it so many times this year.
Look, he's been
right once.
He's been right. What are you looking forward to most?
Just to hit on this amazing platform. It's like, sitting here all day, it's so weird to watch because I just want to hit.
At a candy
I want to
store?
hit. Yeah, I really want to hit. And no, I'm just looking forward to this. Finally, we're back on these big stages. And, we kind of suffered so much over the last couple of years during COVID, not being able to travel, minor events, and now all of this picking up again, and GF Sports Entertainment is doing such a great job growing this, so I just can't wait to hit and check out the grid. Feel it.
It's a Wednesday, midday, and we've got people not only in the stands, in the VIP area, we've got a VIP area up atop as well. People are watching from there, and it's only Wednesday. I'm excited to see what the weekend's going to hold.
Yeah, bringing all of this to a city and close to the city center, I think, is a great move.
Got it out.
Yeah, it's a great venue. It really is.
Where are you going to grab sushi?
Oh, tonight we found a place. I don't recall the name, but we went there.
I should have given you a list of places.
The day before yesterday was really good. We're going to go there again. Yeah, that was great. All the basic rolls were phenomenal. I think Sealam's Thai and Sushi was the name.
Sounds delicious. I know that I have the honor and privilege to hit with you tomorrow, but I know you don't drink, so I can't get you drunk.
I might drink a Diet Coke when I feel really fancy.
Yeah. I'll never forget, it was one of the years. It was 2017, and I know I was going up against Will Hogue, and I called Will. He's like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "Hey, I'll buy the bar for you tonight. Whatever." He's like, "I know what you're up to. I appreciate it though."
Did you talk about Matt Nicole and Matt Nichols in this set?
Yeah,
okay,
yes,
great.
We did.
Yeah, because
they matched up early.
Did you?
Yeah, they were the first group.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, which is really interesting because Matt Nicole, who's hitting right now, is the 2017 and I think 16 as well European champion. So he was up there when I started doing long drive, and then in 2018 I won the Order of Merit. So it's been a back and forth between the two of us in the very beginning, and it's just great to see him out here because I know that he moved to the States and he's now coaching out here in the States, and he also gained so much speed over the last couple of years because when I competed in Europe with him, he was like a 135 guy that always hit the middle of the grid.
Yep.
So he was very consistent, and he still is, but he picked up a minimum of 12 miles an hour ball speed, which is really impressive.
Cody Billinghurst has looked good today. He's the first guy to go 400 yards in the tournament, and he's a guy that we talked about jokingly in Hobe Sound last year that was an amateur going 218 ball speed. So, and he looks good today. And like I said, James Tate looked really good. When OB his first set, a couple of guys. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're a world champion or whoever. People get nervous. It's the world championship, so they apply a little bit pressure that they don't need. But Tate looked really good.
He looked composed. And he and Scotty Pierman had a great back-to-back. Obviously Scotty didn't make it through, and he's had an incredible year, but that was so much fun. Having that much excitement early on.
That was a tennis match. I don't know if you're out here for that one, but they hit the longest balls back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Wow, that's cool, especially with James coming over and doing so well. That's really cool. And I know that he kind of stopped doing long drive for quite some time during COVID. And then now, over the last couple weeks, he started ramping it up again. He started posting on socials the way he practiced. He ramped up his speed as well. I don't know if he made it to 230, but he got really close.
Close. That shaft, the technology is unbelievable. Jason Zubak won with was a 290 cc head that went 412, the one that he hit on the golf course. So, it's great getting, Jay-Z's the best.
Martin, it's so great to have you in the studio. You always come with not only just a wealth of knowledge, but excitement, and you get us all excited. We can't wait to watch you hit tomorrow morning.
How can't you be excited when you're around? This
is cool.
It's so sick. I'm just looking forward to it. And, thank you guys for hosting us. And,
I will see you tomorrow on the grid. 25 miles per hour, 30 miles per hour slower.
Who do you have your money on?
Or into the wind?
Into the wind. Then we're
Perfect.
talking.
Okay.
Then we're talking when it's 25 miles per hour.
Are we into the wind?
I got to check the forecast.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking forward to hit with you.
Okay. It's gonna
There
be
you
fun.
go. All right, we'll be back right after this.
Hey, I'm Gabby Powell, and this is What's in the Bag. So I guess we could start what's in my pockets. Right here we got the major bag with all the gloves. We got some tornado tees, which are the best for a long drive, right? We got the T-claws that keep them in the ground when we do hit. Coming up to the clubs, and this is where it's at, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Winston Collection club head covers, which are my favorite. And this is my competition baby, all right? We got the Paradigm Head, Triple Diamond, TPT Shaft, 21 High. We got the Jumbo Max grips. Going into the rest of my clubs, we are using the Callaway Rogue Max, my special custom Callaway wedges by Anthony Toronto. Shout out, he is the best of the best. We're going into the 3 wood head cover. We got some surfboards, some golf clubs, some golf carts, some palm trees. This kind of brings the personality all into it.
We got Pow Pow.
I was waiting for that.
Yep. Pow Pow. Marty Borgi.
It's so much fun having him. He's such a great ambassador for the sport, and I love what
Yes, he is.
he and a lot of the other guys are doing in order to grow the game.
But yeah, that was, I'd love to see the replay back on just instantly just getting crushed. I don't know what it is. I must have allergies. I have no idea. But you know who does have allergies? That is the guy to go to, like the pharmacist for a long drive is Jack
Ooh.
Smith. Whatever. He's, I guess, allergic to peanuts. Deathly allergic to them. But yeah, he was telling me what I needed to get last night. But we're better now.
Did you get some local honey?
I've
got some in the fridge. I'll bring it tomorrow.
Okay.
384. That's a good-looking number by Henry Woodman.
Yeah, say for me, Henry, if he just tightens up that left to right, he's going to be tough because he's a guy that's 214, 215. I mean, he's hitting a profile shot like Colton Castro, but from left to right. Castro's going right to left.
Yeah, let's see where he is on the European long drive.
I would say he would probably be up there if he competed a bunch.
Yeah, okay, what do you think? Top what?
Well, you have your finger. I'm at number 6.
Gosh
What
darn
number
it.
was he?
You were looking at it.
I
It's
wasn't.
number 6.
On my son. No,
Not
I didn't
on
look.
your son.
That was a good. I was. I didn't look at it.
Okay.
I just took a guess.
Yeah, he is number 6 over there on the European long drive tour.
Yeah, really, really good hitters too. Because the 1 year, unfortunately, because I never really competed in 17. I did well at the World Championships where I got the exemption, but I couldn't get into the tour events. So I just went over and did events in Dubai, London, Mexico City.
Why couldn't you get in the tour events?
Just because of my ranking. They didn't have as many people to sell out the TV rounds.
Gotcha.
So they only had 2 spots. Everybody would sign up, so I didn't get in the first couple. So, but that was a fun year. 2018, we went literally all over the
y'all
world.
are everywhere.
Yeah. Yep. I really like that.
And some
Rocket
of the coolest
Hall.
spaces.
Yeah, that London grid was awesome.
I
up
have a
north.
feeling we'll be making our way that way
Yep.
soon.
Yep. And then Dubai was cool, but that was on a driving range where there was, you talk about hills. That was a crapshoot, very similar to China as well.
Yeah.
But this is a cool grid. It's a good venue. This is a really, really nice place. So
Atlanta, Georgia.
We're in the Beverly Hills of Atlanta.
In the words of
Or,
Bobby
Georgia.
Bradley.
Beverly Hills of
Ludacris,
Georgia.
the most
Oh, yeah.
famous person out of Atlanta.
Luda. Let me see how many
Luda.
followers he has, though.
He's a big golfer.
Yeah, there's a lot of those guys that can golf.
Right here in Atlanta.
Yep. Let me see
I
here.
mean, I would have said
Ludacris.
Outcast.
Yeah, he's got 16 million followers.
Oh, just 16.
Struggling.
Terrible. Not as many as Will Smith.
No. Where's Will from? Philadelphia. Born and raised.
Yeah. I heard he hung out at the playground most of the
Yeah.
days.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
All right, here
All
we
right,
go.
So right now, Cody Billinghurst is at
Woo!
700. Henry Woodman
Casey
is in at
Steed
600.
with a yell right out the gate. Oh, goodness.
I would say, okay, Seb Twiddell, Jeremy Nowak, Matt Nicole, Henry Woodman, Cody Billinghurst, they are in. Zach Holton is hitting in his last set here. He's went to a little bit of a cut.
And he played it well last set. Jake Hignite, 364. He's only going to build on this.
Mm-hmm.
I like that little front step. Oof. Oof. Zach Holton.
That's a good ball. It's a little bit of a miss hit, but, 209 should be okay. Looking at the flags right now in front of us, we can actually see the flags now. There's not too much movement at all.
Nah. If anything, yeah, nothing. If anything, nothing. Got some cheers
Matt
outside.
Nichols, this is a huge set for Matty Bombs here. He's at 400 points. He doesn't have a ball in play right now. He's got to put numbers on the board. Has to. 25 points still. I'd put him at 425 with one more set to go.
Oh, there he
goes.
goes.
Boy. It's a miss hit, but who cares?
Smooths
it should be in play.
it down the middle.
Miss hit. So that one's going to be in play. I don't think it's going to beat 361. Could be wrong, but based off of ball speed, that one doesn't look like it's going to go as far, but it's a number on the board for Matt Nichols. He still has two balls. And the other thing, too, like, there is no way that his body has adjusted to this time. There's no way. He got in here on, like, Monday or Tuesday. It's pretty tough.
Guys that came in 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. 359 for Matty Nichols. Casey Steed, 361. Jake Hignite, 376. Zach Holton at 382.
Maybe that second ball was a big one. Little miss hit straight down the middle. I'd love to see what roll comes out of that, though.
Yeah, that one's low. Spun it a little bit. Let's see if there's any rollout on this grid, because that one looked really skinny. 363, yeah. Wow, Holton is there you go. He was shut down big time on that ball. 218, though. He was aiming out 30, 40 yards right and just hit a dead pull there.
That's over under 382.
It's over. That one was a good ball.
All right, we'll come back with the number right after this.
Aye.
Caramba.
5 for 6 in play. I like it, though.
Ooh. No, we're not.
Okay. I think we're still on, but if you guys can hear us, you know what?
Introducing World Long Drive International memberships. World Long Drive welcomes all of their international affiliates as part of the World Long Drive family. With an international membership, our worldwide competitors now have the ability to compete in internationally sanctioned World Long Drive events, the ability to earn world ranking points, plus all of the great community membership benefits. Sign up for an international membership today at worldlongdrive.com. All pro memberships include the ability to compete in international World Long Drive sanctioned events. Learn more at worldlongdrive.com.
Man, that voice.
Yeah, we're mic'd up now, and we are on YouTube. Fire away. Just ask a million questions. I'm looking at some of the comments. I literally called it seconds, the 400 ball. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's in play right now. There's no wind. So, but just had Martin Borgmeyer. We've had
Look at this.
A lot of the Euros in here.
Jim switched up his outfit.
He did.
We love it.
You know, I mean, not too many guys have done that besides one, Maurice Allen.
Yeah.
You know?
And never in the same group.
No, I don't know if he's ever done that. I know that he's had 3 separate outfits.
We've
you
seen
know, in
different
2018, he had 3 matchups to win a world championship, and he had 3 separate outfits. So, all right. So, Matty Bombs is at 425. It's going to be close. So, right now, Kyoto Koito has to go. He has to win. So if Kyoto Koito doesn't win, I think Matty Bombs is in at 425 without even hitting a ball in play.
Yeah,
Jeff Brumley's at 350. So the only guy that can catch Matty Nichols is Kyoto. If he wins and gets 450, Matty Bombs just has to hit one ball in play. If he takes third or better, he's in. So that's the matchup that we're looking for right now. Jeff Brumley, if he takes second or better, he is in.
Matt is on the grid.
So, yeah.
So he is in.
Yeah, Matt's in play. He had to hit one in play. He is going currently right now, the farthest ball that Kyoto's hit is 369, and Henry Woodman just went 377. So it looks like right now that Matty Nichols is going to be safely in, and it's going to come down to Jeff Brumley. Brumley might not even – yeah, Brumley's going to have to hit.
I'm going to say this. Jim has put a lot of balls in grid. I wonder if he is going to win for most balls in play.
Mm-hmm. Well, Zach Holton, he got off to a slow start, but just went 5 for his last 6. Then that's to be expected. I mean,
Right.
Holton hits a ton of balls in play. And like you said, for me, one of the favorites to win this thing because he's fast and he hits it straight. He knows how to win. And he gets stronger as the tournament goes on as well. So he's, fighting off the nerves early and then goes 5 for his last 6 in set number 4. So Zach Holton at 650.
Kyoto really put on a show there, giving it his best.
Really impressed with Cody Billinghurst today.
But Matty Bombs
All right.
advancing on till Friday.
Yeah, Matty Bombs is going to finish there with, he'll have 475. So he'll be in. So Brumley controls his own destiny. If he takes second or better, he is in, and no one else can catch him. So Jeff Brumley will be coming up next set. He'll be going up against Matt Nicole, Paul Kuhn, and Casey Steed.
Here we go.
So Casey Steed has a chance. So does Lucas Weichel. They have to have some luck here. If Brumley takes a 4th place or potentially goes OB or takes a 3rd, if Steed or Lucas Weichel win, they would be in a playoff with Jeff Brumley. So right now, Casey Steed and Lucas Weichel are, Casey has to win this set, but he's going to go up against Matt Nicole. And Matt Nicole right now is putting on a clinic.
I think something to remember, Casey's an amateur coming in semifinalist at the championships, but both of these guys are about what similar games. It's going to be fun to see this come down to the final set.
And Casey's at his best, watching him in the amateur division in Kingsport, he was really good around 196, 197 ball speed with just a nice little tight draw. He got the most out of that golf ball. And like I said, I feel like, with like the numbers that he produced, like that's like a true amateur. I mean, there were some guys that were like 214, 215. I'm like,
right,
crazy.
But he also maximized everything that he had out of that ball, which was, although amateur numbers, he put on a professional show with what he had.
Yeah. So there's a couple guys that I had never seen before, and they're like 214, 215 on the range. Andrew Eigner, the professional amateur, he got faster and faster as the year went on. Because when Andrew first started, the beginning of the year, he was probably right around 200. He kept improving, and he got faster as the season went on. And but Casey Steed is a guy that he's going to be, if he hammers one, he might be right around 200 ball speed. So
you got Tyga walking through the crowd and fans already stopping to take photos with him. He's a celebrity.
Mr. McCarthy, Colin McCarthy here, legend. Atlanta. He might be the most famous guy in Atlanta.
Possibly.
It's possible. He's got plenty of videos. I can guarantee he's got a lot of. You got
probably the most videos.
Hundreds of millions of views, I would say, over his career.
That's a great ball right there by Steed.
Huge. This is a huge set here for Steed because if he does win, Matt Nicole, I said I know he's in spoiler. There's no doubt. Matt Nicole's dialed. He's a stud. So right now, Brumley will put himself in position right now if no one else improves to be in. So the field would be set.
Huge fan of Matt Nicole.
Yep.
Love his swing. Love those shoes. But his personality.
Yep. Good hitter. Really, really good hitter. The Euro LDET Long Drive European Tour Player of the Year. I feel it coming again. The June bug. It's coming.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna have to call the pharmacist. I'm gonna call Jack Smith.
Yeah.
I gotta call him. It's like, what do I gotta take, dude? What's going on here? So, is it like pollen season? But we're indoors.
Drink some milk. All right, these guys on their final balls. Matt Nicole taking it.
There we go. Casey Steed at 200, letting it go, letting it fly, and he's
That's
at
a good
369.
ball.
But I said Matt Nicole just a little bit more horsepower, and Matt hits it. He hits a great ball flight. Like this ball from Kewen too. This one's dead straight.
All right.
So Jeff Brumley, that actually will put him at 400. So the only guy that can catch him is Lucas Weichel. So Lucas has got a shot. So, yep, Jeff Brumley's going to have 400. Lucas Weichel still has one set to go. If he wins this set, he would have 400 points, and we would have a playoff between Jeff Brumley and Lucas Weichel.
We've been preparing ourselves all day for a playoff. Will we have one here? We don't know, but we will see here shortly.
Absolutely. This is just lovely music in the background.
It is. It really gets the people going.
Feels like it's Augusta on Sunday. All right, here we go. Lucas Weichel, he can control his own destiny right now. If he wins, he will go into a playoff against Jeff Brumley.
Yep. Zach Duggan with a great ball right out the gate, right down the middle, almost at 200.
Mm-hmm. And the cool stat that we had today was Zach Holton had over 100,000 yards of drives this year. That's a lot of yards.
A lot of yards.
That's a lot of yards. It was 60-something miles. That's the beauty of Elon. I mean, we have more stats than you could ever imagine. We got vanilla, pink folders all over the place. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 screens up right now. We even have paper. Look at this penmanship. Flawless penmanship, by the way.
I must say, paper.
Very legible.
It's not great for the environment, but.
What? The paper?
All this paper.
Oh.
Just cutting down trees. We took the trees that were right here in front of. No, just kidding.
All right. Lucas Weichel is currently in the lead, and we are only a couple swings away from potentially having a playoff here, the first one of the tournament.
Here we go. The wind is blowing.
Okay.
Right to left now.
We have 8 groups of 16 hitters and the round of 128. This is the 4th group to go, and right now we have not had a playoff as of yet, and Lucas Weichel looks like he is going to be in a playoff potentially.
He likes it. Oh, is that going to stay in is the question.
It tricked us. That tricked us. I thought that was going to be a cut. I thought that was going to be a cut, and then it turned into a draw.
And here's the thing. The wind is blowing pretty hard that way, but right now he still sits in first place in the driver's seat of his destiny.
Here it is. Zach Duggan still needs the hit. So does Jake Hignite.
Jake Hignite could be the spoiler.
Obi Wright. Ooh. Duggan just hit a bullet. Uh-oh. Does Jeff Brumley get saved on that last ball?
Here we go.
From Zach Duggan. You can cut the tension with a butter knife.
with a toothpick.
It's ridiculous. Zach Duggan, I think, is going to get it on that last ball. That was right down the middle. Drum roll. Is Lucas Weichel going to go into a playoff against Jeff Brumley? 23 million, billion, 400 trillion on hand right now watching this.
Are we going into a playoff?
It's a nail biter. Gets him by a yard.
Oh, my goodness. By a yard. Playing spoiler.
Zach Duggan, there was never a doubt. Lucas Weichel has just got bubbled.
The amateur.
Jeff Brumley is now celebrating, and he is sprinting across the center of the grid. It doesn't look like security's going to grab him.
Nope.
Jeff Brumley is going to get in. The field is set. Henry Woodman, Matt Nicole, Cody Billinghurst, Zach Holton, Jeremy Nowak, Seb Twiddell, Matty Bombs, Matt Nichols, and Jeff Brumley.
Wow, that was crazy.
Unbelievable. The last ball is just a laser.
So rude.
Hey, that's long drive.
That is the game.
There's not too much of an accent in Atlanta. I feel like the more you go up north, like South Carolina, Alabama. I mean, there's not much of a.
You just go to North Georgia.
Yeah, true. So.
A lot of transplants in Atlanta, one of the most transient cities.
Oh, yeah. I said Toronto, Miami. Toronto being North America. New York. It's a good spot. And it definitely feels a lot better in the booth than it did at 7 o'clock this morning. It was so cold.
I mean, we got lucky this time and last time. It was so hot. We had the opportunity to be here in the booth, but we are here.
That AC was
Bobby
cranking.
Jones Golf Course in Atlanta sits right in between Midtown and Buckhead. If you're looking for a place to eat, several really, really good places. I'm going to go with Super Rica because it's one of my favorites here. Really great Mexican food. But more than anything, we've got tennis courts. I brought pickleball paddles.
Oh,
you play pickleball?
I'm one of the best in the world. That's never played once. No.
Same. Lunch
I've
tomorrow?
never played.
Lunch tomorrow?
Sure. I don't need to compete. I don't. I just rather be in the booth with you. We're good. I'm gonna go. I don't care if anybody goes with me, but right next to our hotel we got Del Frisco's.
Oh,
they
Del
used to have
Frisco's
those in Dallas, or well, they still have them in Dallas. But I would go there all the. They still have them there.
They do.
I'd go to Del Frisco's in Dallas and eat. So that's where I'm gonna treat myself tonight and go have me a. I don't know if they have French onion soup, but I'm gonna have a French onion soup and a filet mignon, and I'm gonna have a wedge salad.
Ooh.
All right. So Holton off to a tough start there. He's 0 for his first 11. And here he is, only a couple swings away from having 850 points and winning the set outright.
There you go. That is
it's
long
not
drive at the finest.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish, and he's starting to figure it out.
I want to circle back to your dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Ladies, he's having a phenomenal dinner.
It is.
And he's single.
Prototypical dinner.
So, longdrivers.com. Long drivers.
Yeah, slide into the DMs.
Slide into the DMs.
It's for the kids. It's for the kids. But, I remember when I used to pitch, the day before the game, or even the day of the game, I would always go to Hibachi Steakhouse.
Ooh.
I would have filet and shrimp and rice, fill up on that, and go pitch, So... Got to have me a nice meal.
Hibachi, like in walking distance, right on the other side of the grid, is a Benihana's.
The problem with being on the road is that, like, if you go into one of those restaurants, you just know that you're going to smell like your entire hotel room is going to smell for like 4 straight days. So I'm just going to respect it. Like, I'm just gonna pass. Billinghurst 389, big ball here. Billinghurst wins. He would take down the set. 219. All right, so this ball that Holton's hitting right now. That's like, where does that land? If that lands on the right side of the hill, down the left side, that one will kick and run. If it hit the hill and goes left, it could potentially be out of bounds.
Billinghurst and Holton hitting a similar shot right there.
It's like, how much movement did he take? Yeah, but look at the flags. The flag's 401 from 401.
Billinghurst.
Cody, he likes it. Cody has looked. Him and James Tate have been the fastest guys, like, in game speed today. Oh, and obviously Kyle. Kyle with the fastest drive that I saw was 228. But
Cody is feeling himself.
Yep.
We're here for it. I want to see this all week.
Yep.
He's hyping up the crowd. And Zach Holton's on one too.
Yeah, he's confident. He's confident right now. When you get to free up, like, look at this. He's putting a lot of balls in play right now because he's nice and relaxed. So I love this. And And sometimes some of these guys perform better when they're letting it go, you know. And
I mean, we saw that with Kyle Berkshire.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal when he goes all out.
Yeah, no, it was a nail biter for Kyle for a while, but you know, he ended up figuring it out. And like I said, these guys are so fast, like Holton and Billinghurst, and you know, they could have a couple offsets, but normally if they hit a good ball, center punch ball, before getting to this last group of hitters, you know, they normally win their sets. So we are done here for the 4th group. We have the 5th group coming up here in a few minutes.
We'll be back at 4 o'clock. We will see you guys soon right here.
Catch every single World Long Drive Tour competition right here on the World Long Drive YouTube channel. The Amateur, Senior, Women's, and Open Division Championship will be available on the Golf Channel. To stay up to date on everything WLD, follow us on social at World Long Drive.